Now, how do we discipline officials of the local government units? You can find them in Section 60 of the Local Government Code. These are the grounds for disciplinary actions. Okay? Letter A, disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines. Wala kinalaman yung mga pictures. Okay? 2, culpable violation of the Constitution. Diba? Eh, lahat tayo dapat susunod sa saligang batas eh. May isang congressman na nagtanong dito kay Aling Alice. Kasi naman, di ba yung Alice, pag in English mo, go. Tama-tama, no? Alice, go. Ayan. Eh, nawala. So, dapat gun na pala siya. Eh, nakita na naman. Di Alice found na siya. Okay. Tinanong siya ng isang congressman, alam mo ba yung lupang hinirang? Hindi itinuloy. Gusto ko sana ipakanta sa kanya eh. Di ba? Para malaman na hindi siya Chinese spy. Okay, baka may mga kilala kayong Chinese, tanongin nyo, spy ka ba o hindi? Na nakakatakot siya na kasi hindi nag-iisang kaso ito. May nahuli na, di ba? During that, yung Al Jazeera, hanapin nyo. May nahuling spy doon sa Cambodia, nakakulong ngayon sa Thailand. At sinasabi itong si Alice Go, "Hoy, ikaw, Go Waping, ha? Huwag ka magtiwala sa China." Totoo yan. Eh, meron ba namang spy na umamin na spy siya? Baka pwedeng gumawa ito ng pelikula, The Spy Who Loves Me. Okay, para doon niya sa isang mayor. Isang mayor doon sa sa Pangasinan daw. Okay, The Spy Who Loves Me. Maganda, para si James Bond ang dating, no? Okay. Now, dishonesty. Ay, nako naman. Government official or not dapat maging honest, pero wala nang honest ngayon kundi mistake, di ba? At wala nang tapat kundi tanghali na lang ang tapat. Okay? Like ko sinasabi, parang yung mga jowa nyo na Bluetooth device lang. Pagkasama mo, connected. Pag tumalikod ka, searching for other devices na. At kumukonect sa lahat ng Wi-Fi. Now, commission of a crime involving moral turpitude. Ano ba yung crime involving moral turpitude? Sabi ni Justice Moran, any crime that involves fraud as an element. Now, if you want to have a list of crimes involving moral turpitude, you go to the 2019 case of So versus Lee. There are about 24 or 25, naka-enumerate yan. Crimes involving moral turpitude. Kasama doon yung Barat 3 sa legal ethics. Pinag-aaway mo yung mga tao. Or, an offense punishable by at least prison mayor. Of course, you know that prison mayor is punishable by 6 years and 1 day up to 12 years imprisonment. Then, abuse of authority. Walang kinalaman yung picture, ha? And unauthorized absence for 15 consecutive working days. Except, yung mga sanggunian members daw. Okay. Pwede rin yung application or acquisition of foreign citizenship. Foreigner daw ito, na bigla naging Pilipino. Disqualification kaya yan? Malamang. Such other ground as may be provided in the local government code or other laws. Now, an elective official may be removed from office on the ground enumerated above only, take note, by order of the proper court. Now, what about the president? Can the president remove an elected local government official? The answer is no. You can find that in that case of Sangguniang Barangay of Don Mariano Marcos versus Martinez. That's a barangay in Bayumbong, Nueva Vizcaya. Citing the old case of Salalima versus Gingon, the court and bank categorically ruled that the office of the president is without power, any power, to remove elected officials, since the power is exclusively vested in the proper courts, as expressly provided for in the last paragraph of Section 60 of the Local Government Code. Yung binasa natin. Only the court can remove an elected local government official. Of course, the president may suspend, diba? Through the DILG, but only up to suspension, not removal. Okay? Now, how do you file an administrative case? It's a verified complaint against any elective official. Okay? Pagka-probinsya, highly urbanized city, an independent component city or component city shall be filed before the office of the president. So, in-enumerate, pero lahat naman yan sa office of the president. Pero hindi nga po pwedeng tanggalin, kundi suspension lamang. Now, the President of the Philippines shall exercise general supervision over local governments in the Philippines. That's according to Section 4, Article 10, that provinces with respect to the component cities and municipalities and cities and municipalities with respect to their component barangays. Now, in the case of Pimentel versus Aguirre, as early as 2000, the Constitution vests the President with the power of supervision, not control. So, general supervision over local government units. Therefore, such power enables him to see to it that LGUs and their local officials execute their tasks in accordance with the law. While he may issue advisories and seek their cooperation in solving economic difficulties, he cannot prevent them from performing their task. Paano magagawa yung task nila kung hindi available yung resources? So, ibigay mo yung mga resources na yan. The President may not withhold or alter any authority or power given them by law. Therefore, the withholding of a portion of the internal revenue allotment legally due to them cannot be directed by the President or administrative fiat or order. Kasi dati ayaw i-release pagkakaaway mo sa politika, hindi mo i-release. Ay bawal yun. Kasi ang pag-release nung, ayon nga dun sa Mandanas Doctrine, yung luma iba na yung bagong Mandanas Doctrine, automatically i-release mo yan. May percentage na nakaalat, dapat i-release mo yan. Okay? Now, for complaint against an elected official of a municipality shall be filed before the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. And the decision of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan may be appealed to the office of the President. Okay? That's the procedure. Now, a complaint against any elected barangay official shall be filed before Sangguniang Panlunsod or Sangguniang Bayan na nakakasakop dun sa barangay. Okay? Now, aside from that, kung sa tingin nyo, manubabagalang kayo dyan, you can always go to the office of the Ombudsman. Okay? The Ombudsman, under Section 12 of Article 11 of the Constitution, has his deputies as protectors of the people, shall act promptly on complaints filed in any form or manner against public officials or employees of the government, or any subdivision, agency, or instrumentality thereof, including GOCC, and shall, in appropriate cases, notify the complainants of the action taken and the result thereof. Okay? Now, the office of the Ombudsman was created no less than by the Constitution. Ano ang trabaho niya? It is tasked to exercise disciplinary authority over all, elective and appointive. So walang distinction. Whether you're elective or appointive officer, except for impeachable officials, ay pwede kayong imbestigahan at disiplinahin ng Ombudsman. Okay? While Section 21 of the Ombudsman Act and the Local Government Code both provide for the procedure for discipline of elective officials, the seeming conflicts between the two laws have been resolved in cases decided by the Supreme Court. Okay? So anong ibig sabihin yan? Ay pwedeng magkaroon ng concurrent jurisdiction ang Ombudsman dun sa other disciplining body. Now, if the Ombudsman issued an order finding probable cause, what is the remedy? Therefore, criminal case ito, no? Kasi may finding of probable cause, ipapile niya ito. Saan niya ipapile ito? Of course, if the salary grade is 27 or higher, it is filed with the Sandigan Bayan. If it is below 27 salary grade, it's the regular court. Okay? Ngayon, kung regular court, under Republic Act 11660, okay? Under Republic Act 11660, ipapile mo ito sa RTC, kasi kung hindi pwede sa Sandigan Bayan, ipapile ito sa RTC, not within the judicial region, kung nasaan yung kanyang local government unit, for obvious reason. Ipapile mo ito doon sa pinakamalapit na RTC nung next judicial region. Kaya, kung ito ay ipapile mo doon sa RTC where the local government unit is located, alam mo na kung ano mangyayari, di ba? Kaya hahanap ka ng pinakamalapit. You can read that in Republic Act 11660, but that's for another discussion. Okay? So, finding probable cause. The criminal case. What's the remedy? You go to the Supreme Court via Rule 65. Petition for certiorari under Rule 65. You have 60 calendar days to do that. So, niya-allege mo, grave abuse of discretion. But you have to exhaust all administrative remedies muna. Maliwanag. That's for criminal cases. Now, pagka-administrative case, you have to utilize Rule 43 to the Court of Appeals. And itong administrative case, suspension or dismissal. Di ba? Hindi naman criminal yan eh. Yan ay administrative. So you appeal to the Court of Appeals using Rule 43 of the Rules of Court. And for that matter, Section 27 of the Ombudsman Act, Republic Act 6770, was declared unconstitutional. Bakit? Kasi ang remedyo daw dito, sabi ng batas, ay sa Supreme Court, Rule 45, pero 10 calendar days. Sabi ng korte, that's unconstitutional. Kaya yung bagong mga version ng Republic Act 6770 or the Ombudsman Act ay wala ng Section 27. Bakit? It was already declared unconstitutional. So the proper remedy for administrative cases is to file an appeal to the Court of Appeals within 15 calendar days, utilizing Rule 43. Okay? Now, if there is an order of suspension for 1 year, that is immediately executory, even pending appeal. Suspension, di ba? So, administrative yan. Umapila sa Court of Appeals, i-implement pa rin yan unless you can get a temporary restraining order. So, immediately, pagka ganyan ng kliyente nyo, you go to the Court of Appeals, pray for an injunction. Otherwise, tuloy ang suspension. But remember also that under Rule 58 of the Rules of Court, injunction or an injunctive relief is a privilege. It's not a right. You have to convince the appellate court that the petitioner is entitled to it. Okay? Now, in the recent case of, hindi na pala recent, matagal na, ombudsman can investigate any erring public official. Pwede niya rin tanggalin. Exception, members of Congress and the members of the judiciary. Okay? Why? They can only be removed by impeachment. Of course, pwede rin yung co-warranto, as in the case of Republic versus Sereno. President, Vice President, hindi po pwede ng ombudsman. Bakit? In fact, the President enjoys immunity. We have that in other discussion dyan sa YouTube channel, hindi ba? Bakit? Ang sabi ng Korte Suprema noong 2019, dinimanda ni Laila de Lima si Rodrigo Duterte, ay immune daw from suit. Bakit? The king can do no wrong. Hanapin niyo yung kasong yan. De Lima versus Duterte, the king can do no wrong. Kung nakaupo pa siya. Tumayo na siya. Pwede na siyang kasuhan. Because a former president has no immunity anymore, even if the acts were committed at the time he or she was president. Okay? So, yun. Ngayon, paano man yung mga members of Congress? Well, we have another discussion in that particular issue. Excuse me. They can be removed only by 2/3 vote of the members of their chamber through the Ethics Committee. Kaya kung irereklamo mo si Congressman o Senador, punta ka sa Ethics Committee. Kung nagsuntukan yung dalawang senador, pwede sila mag-file ng reklamo sa mga Ethics Committee nila. You have the case of Osmeña versus Pendaton. What constitutes disorderly behavior is up to Congress to define. Okay? Di pwedeng pakialaman ng korte yan.